The two senators were with us earlier. They had to go for another meeting. I know we have not put it as a requirement in law that for you to be a chief officer, CEC, finance, you must be a round peg in a round hole. But perhaps those are, your international relations guy. You can do very well in another function, rather than preparation of financial statements, unless there is something extremely special about him. Because that is why we're having these problems. So it's like Nairobi County, where the fire department has got theologians and librarians. How are you going to be able to solve these things if you're putting round pegs in square holes?
So Governor, maybe who signed the statements?
Chair, the head of Treasury is the CFO.
No. The head of Treasury is defined in the PFM.
That's true,
It's
Chair.
defined in the PFM. And is the Auditor General, it's there in the PFM. It's not, that one is not subject to your executive order. That job description is defined. It's actually the CEC Finance. The accounting officer there is a chief officer. The CFO would work under the direction and guidance of those two. Those two positions are extremely important. But governors want to give them to buddies, people that they can meet behind the tent.
Not necessarily, Chair. It's not issues. When you made them behind the tent, then what?
So
What happens?
Governor, what happens behind the tent remains there. It remains there, so we wouldn't know.
Yeah, I think we need to professionalize the public service even in counties. And maybe it's time for us to make it a requirement from our observations, to make it a requirement that at a minimum the chief officer finance ought to be someone who's well-versed so that they can take professional responsibility. A lot of these things, I'm seeing an accountant has signed your financial statements. Vincent Okioma Nyangwara, that's the IR guy. Yeah, Vincent can do well as an ambassador because that's what international relations people do. Now, I'm seeing someone assigned here as head of accounting unit without putting the name. Who is this person? ISPAC member number 13733. Yes, what is your role in the county?
I was formerly head of accounts.
And currently?
At the CFO.
Currently the CFO.
Yeah.
So the CFO reports to the chief officer, finance.
Yeah, yes.
So we have had these conversations that people with professional responsibility, like members of ISPAC, members of the Law Society of Kenya, members of, are you an ACI? CC?
This is Asia.
You are an ACI.
ACI.
Yeah, so you also have some professional responsibility, which I'll be reporting you to your professional bodies for disciplinary action. And we have agreed with ISPAC that should be the route, because how can accountants prepare financial statements that get adverse disclaimers or financial statements, then they say that it presents a true and fair picture of the enterprise, and yet we've got such ridiculous audit issues pending. So I think that's a general recommendation that we'll be making on professional responsibility. So the next matter, I think 2.3 is also addressed.
Yes, addressed.
Payments to Safaricom, payments to Nation Media Group. 2.4, unsupported legal expenses.
That one not addressed. Probably the next one should be on page 18 of the summary. So
before you go to page 18, there was a matter of irregular earnings of salary by the county attorney. Is that one resolved?
Not resolved.